Hello, everyone. Hold on to your bias. Take a deep breath, because what I am about to reveal in this video could potentially reshape the entire connection map between 4th and 5th generation idols. You might think our K-pop world is only about stage performances, music show wins, and fandom wars on X. Oh no, that is just the surface. Behind the scenes, behind the blinding spotlight, there is a network, a connection that has us all floating. Imagine this, a rising underdog rapper with an authentic street vibe and the youngest member of a monster rookie girl group with an aura as bright as the sun. Two different worlds, but what if those two worlds actually met? An original poster, an eyewitness, claimed they saw them, not in a music show waiting room, not at an official event, but at a low-key noodle restaurant, eating together, casually, like old friends. And here is the shocking fact that made netizens drop their phones. Curious? Do not go anywhere, because this story is just beginning. Before we dive deeper, I want you to understand the context first. Who are the main players in this drama that has set our timelines on fire? First, let's acknowledge Ian of H2H Music. Those of you who follow the Korean underground hip-hop scene will already know him. He's not from a big agency, but from H2H Music, a home to rappers with strong, distinct colors. Ian has an aura, not the polished visual of a typical idol, but a gritty, real charm, and his lyrics often touch on everyday life. He's the underdog whose journey we've seen from the ground up. His fans are incredibly loyal, feeling like they've grown alongside him. And on the other side, we have the shining little monster, Chiquita of BABYMONSTER. My goodness, if anyone has energy as pure as a happy sunbeam, it is her. An all-rounder youngest member with powerful vocals, serious dance skills, and her stage expressions are absolutely incredible. She's a star that has just exploded in the K-pop galaxy, under the immense spotlight and expectations that come with being part of YG's next generation. Two worlds. One, the more independent and raw world of hip-hop. The other, the glossy, highly structured world of mega K-pop idols. Logically, how could their paths possibly cross? Wait a minute. In the Korean entertainment industry, connections are often unpredictable. Trainees who switch agencies, producers collaborating in secret, people of similar ages having friendship circles we know nothing about. This is what makes the speculation so fascinating. Now, here's the explosive core. A few days ago, on a niche online forum for idol discussions, a thread appeared with a simple title, "I saw Ian and Chiquita in Hongdae." Everyone, that thread instantly became a ticking bomb. The original poster did not mince words. They shared that they were eating noodles in a small, famously tasty restaurant near Hongdae on a weekday evening. It was a humble place, not fancy, frequented by those seeking genuinely good food. Then they saw two people enter. One was a guy in a black hoodie and cap with a familiar face. The other was a girl in a mask and bucket hat, but her eyes... The OP said, "Her eyes, you know? They were big and sparkling, like the ones I always see in fan cams." After further observation, and probably with a racing heart, the OP was absolutely certain it was Ian and Chiquita. And they sat at the same table, talked, laughed, ate steaming hot noodles, like university friends or acquaintances, casually hanging out. The OP didn't dare take a photo, out of respect for privacy, but the details they provided were specific. They mentioned that Chiquita seemed to order a specific level of spicy noodles, and Ian gave a reaction like, "Wow, you're brave." The atmosphere was described as very casual, not stiff, not like a business meeting. It had the vibe of, "We're just hanging out as friends." Can you imagine? That thread spread like wildfire. Quote retweets, screenshots, investigation threads, everything happened within hours. Netizens immediately turned into detectives. And here's the wildest part. Netizens are the Sherlock Holmes of the modern era. They didn't just believe it outright. They cross-checked, looked for connections, and they uncovered several shocking facts that left fanbase accounts stunned. Fact 1. The hidden YG H1 Higher connection. First, you all know H1 Music was founded by Jay Park, but producer Cha-Cha Malone is also a key figure. Well, Cha-Cha Malone has worked with YG producers before. He has connections at YG. BABYMONSTER is under YG. Although Ian is not a YG artist, the paths of producers and musicians in Korea often overlap. It's a small industry. So is it possible they met in the same professional circles, in a music studio, at a producer event? Fact 2. The Met in Thailand theory. This one goes deeper. Chiquita is originally from Thailand. Ian has also lived and performed rap in Thailand. He's quite fluent in Thai and has connections in the Thai music industry. Is it possible they knew each other from there, before Chiquita debuted with BABYMONSTER? Perhaps through the community of Thai musicians in Korea, or a cultural event? This is a very plausible theory. If true, it means they've known each other longer than we ever suspected. Fact 3. Location, location, location. Netizens also checked the location. The noodle restaurant mentioned by the OP is indeed near several small music studios, often used for indie artists and for recording sessions. It's not an area typically frequented by tourists, so the likely patrons are people there for music-related work or those who know that hidden gem. Fact 4. The social media breadcrumbs. This is the chilling part. Some people casually compared timelines. In one of Ian's Instagram live sessions months ago, a song was playing in the background and it was a song that Chiquita had once covered. Coincidence? Perhaps. But in the K-pop world, a coincidence is often just another word for an Easter egg. Furthermore, someone noted Chiquita once wore sneakers from a local brand that Ian had also promoted in his stories. Again, it could be a coincidence, but when you pile them all together, it's rare for coincidences to stack up like that. So, the shocking fact isn't just they ate noodles together, it's the trail of evidence suggesting that meeting might not have been the first, and it could be rooted in a deeper connection, be it Thailand, music circles, or an unexpected friendship formed over time.
Now, what is the public response? ION's fans are generally curious and quite supportive, saying things like, "It is cool if they are friends, both are great talents." The BABYMONSTER fandom side is more complex. Some are very protective of Chiquita due to her young age, saying, "This is privacy, do not disturb." Others are excited, saying, "Wow, my bias has a cool circle." But generally, the situation is calm. There's no major conflict. Certainly, both ION's agency, Higher Music, and YG for BABYMONSTER have remained silent so far. No confirmation, no denial. A silence that sometimes speaks volumes. The question is this the beginning of a collaboration? Maybe ION will feature on a future solo track by Chiquita one day? Or is this simply a normal friendship between two young musicians who respect each other? Everyone, this discussion is not to judge or invade privacy, but to appreciate how intriguing and small the Korean entertainment world can be, where brilliant talents can connect in the most unexpected ways. I really want to hear your voices, so comment right now below. First, what do you think? Is this friendship goals or the start of a collaboration? Second, which theory do you believe more, the Thailand connection or the producer connection? Third, if they did collaborate, what genre would suit ION and Chiquita? Imagine ION's gritty rap paired with Chiquita's powerful vocals. Do not forget to hit that like button if you were shocked by today's facts. Share this video with your fellow K-pop lover friends so they can join the discussion. And most importantly, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because I will always update you with the hottest behind-the-scenes stories from K-pop in a style you can only find here. Remember, in the K-pop world, today's rumor could be tomorrow's comeback announcement. So, stay tuned. Thank you all. Goodbye. This silence from the agencies is, in itself, a narrative device we are all too familiar with. In K-pop, non-denial can sometimes be as telling as a confirmation. It opens up a space for speculation that fuels fan engagement and keeps relevant names trending. One must consider the strategic angle. For Ian, an artist rooted in the authenticity of the hip-hop scene, a genuine connection with a major idol from YG could be viewed as a testament to his widespread respect and evolving profile. It bridges audiences. For Chiquita and BABYMONSTER, who are still solidifying their public identity beyond the formidable YG legacy, being associated with a respected artist from a distinct, credibility-focused label like H2H Music adds a layer of artistic depth. It subtly suggests that their influences and networks are broader and more eclectic than the typical idol mold. Furthermore, this incident sparks a larger conversation about the changing dynamics of the industry itself. The lines between the so-called idol world and the artist or hip-hop scenes are becoming increasingly permeable. We've seen it with collaborative stages at year-end festivals, idol rappers featuring on hip-hop tracks, and producers who work across all spectrums. A potential friendship between Ian and Chiquita symbolizes this very blending. It represents a generation of young talents who, despite their different promotional pathways and training backgrounds, likely consume similar music, admire similar art, and move in overlapping social circles. They are peers first, perhaps, and public figures second. Let us also address the noodle shop setting, which is arguably the most relatable and convincing detail. A high-end club or a formal company building would have sparked different, perhaps more skeptical theories, but a casual meal at a humble, well-known eatery, that rings true for a private, informal meetup. It's a scenario that feels human and mundane, cutting through the often manicured facade of celebrity life. This normality is what makes the story so compelling and, to many, believable. It's not a staged photo op, it's a slice of life, inadvertently witnessed. What comes next is the ultimate question for the fandom. Will this remain a charming, one-off piece of trivia discussed in online forums, or will it plant a seed for a future public interaction? The most hopeful fans are already dreaming of a collaborative performance or a studio behind-the-scenes photo that confirms their musical synergy. The more cautious fans advocate for respecting their privacy, emphasizing that even public figures deserve moments away from the lens. And the industry watchers will be observing to see if this signals a new, more open era of cross-agency and cross-genre camaraderie among the newest generation of Korean artists. In the end, whether this is a profound connection or a simple, pleasant acquaintance, the story has captivated us because it touches on a universal curiosity. Who are our favorites when the cameras are off? It reminds us that beneath the stage names, the concepts, and the fierce fan rivalries, these are young individuals navigating their careers and personal lives in a unique and intense environment. A shared bowl of noodles becomes a symbol of that normalcy, a fleeting glimpse into the human connections that exist within the grand, glittering machine of K-pop.